Hello and welcome everyone. Time for a Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord tutorial. I have done several campaigns and sandbox playthroughs, and here are a few tips to help you beat the campaign or take over the whole map in sandbox mode. When doing the campaign, have as many children as possible. Marry off your brother and make sure they have as many children as possible, he and his wife. So both brothers, you have a younger brother and an older brother, and then you have a younger sister. Here in this campaign, I have 20 family members, and then when they are all old enough, they can fight with you, or you can have them run a party, manage a fief, etc. There is a charm perk that you can set once you have 25% charm called viral, which makes you 30% more likely to have kids. Make sure to set this for yourself and your spouse. In this case, my spouse is Svana. And then also set it for everyone in your party, all of your family members. That way they will have more chances of having kids. You can go to any arena and talk to the arena master and reset your charm skill so you can get the viral perk. Next, make friends with every lord by release them after you battle them. This will build a relationship with them. You could also build relationship by doing quests for them and saving them from dungeons. As your relation increases, this will make it easier to recruit them later on. Now, this could be anyone in their clan, so make sure just to release everyone that you fight, but you can only recruit the clan leader. So once you make your kingdom, you can recruit them and they will help you fight, and they'll create their own armies, which is awesome. Sometimes they may agree to join you, but your relationship isn't very high, making the chance of success pretty low. And sometimes they will just refuse to join you, even if they're friends with you, and they'll just say they're happy where they're at. So you can keep building up relationships with them, keep getting that relationship higher, and as you do, later on in the game, they might agree to join you, or you'll just have a better success at recruiting them, a higher percentage chance. Next, make sure you build up a lot of dinars. I mean a lot. I recommend having between 10 and 20 million dinars or more before you declare your kingdom. You're just going to need a lot of money to recruit lords, and also you're going to need money to declare peace. You're also going to need money to, if you have your trade perk really high, your trade skill really high, it's like 300, then you can actually buy fiefs from other lords, which is awesome. Next, after you work as a mercenary, then once you get to a clan 3, tier 3 I think it is, 2 or 3, you can become a vassal. So I recommend becoming a vassal, and then what's going to happen is as you are going to war, you're going to take over fiefs, and usually they will grant you those fiefs, several of them that are in that same area, especially if you're of that same background of the land that you took over. And then later on, you can leave the kingdom and take your fiefs with you. Make sure to select keep all holdings, and then once you do that, that kingdom that you are with will declare war on you. In this case, I am a vassal of Valandia, so they declare war on you, and that's not a big deal. You can just go up to any of their fiefs right away and talk to somebody there, and then you can say make peace, and usually it'll just take 100 or 200,000 dinars if you want to make peace right away with them. Or you can just keep fighting them and taking over more of their territory. And what's cool about this is you'll be back at clan status and no longer kingdom. You only have to fight one kingdom at a time. No other kingdoms will declare war on you unless you attack them, which is awesome. So what you can do is you can declare war on a kingdom, collect their lords and then just take over fiefs, and then sue for peace, and then just keep doing that until you whittle down their kingdom until they have a little bit left, or you take them over completely. So in this example, I took over most of the Consolidate land just as a clan. Later, it made it really easy to recruit their lords, and I didn't have to deal with them that much. Next, build up your scouting and riding. Each one has a specific skill that you can get. Keen sight for scouting and mounted patrols for riding, and this perk allows you to have a 50% less chance of escape for lords that you have as prisoners. So once you have this perk, you can hold lords pretty much. If you have both of these perks, you can hold the lords pretty much forever as a prisoner in your party. So this is pretty cool because it means there's less people on the playing map to be fighting you. So you can easily whittle down kingdoms because if you have several of their lords as prisoners, because that means they won't be able to have them to put in armies and whatnot. Also, I don't recommend murdering them. So this is a good alternative to murdering other lords. Next, once your sister comes of age, periodically you will get marriage proposals for her. Don't marry your sister off until you have a kingdom. Then marry her to one of the lord's clan members in your kingdom. Otherwise, you'll just lose her to another kingdom, and you'll wind up fighting her later, which is kind of not fun. So you can either just keep her with you the whole time, or you can marry her off. Totally up to you. Next, get your smithing up. The reason why I recommend this is because smithing is probably the easiest and best way to earn a lot of dinars quickly. You don't have to worry about caravans getting attacked, or you won't have to worry about workshops not performing very well. You could focus a lot on smithing. And I recommend doing two-handed swords, polearms, and javelins because those tend to bring in the most money, anywhere from like 10,000 up to like 30, 40,000 dinars I've seen for really high level crafted weapons. So do as many of these things as possible before declaring your kingdom. Don't declare a kingdom until the last possible moment. So if you are doing the campaign, wait until you have about 30 days or left. So it gives you enough time to get over to Maraneth or to Apracotea, just depends on which route you want to go for the campaign. And then comes a momentous occasion to declare your kingdom. Talk to one of your companions running a fief, and then set up your kingdom. After that, I immediately try and track down as many clan leaders of opposing kingdoms as possible that I've built relationships with and try to recruit them. You won't be able to get them all, but you will be able to get several of them. And now, once you make your kingdom, you can promote companions that have been with you to lords by giving them their own fiefs. Then you can recruit new companions. This works well, especially if you want a specific companion to run a specific settlement or castle. I just recommend keeping the main ones in your party. Like if you have a surgeon or engineer, just keep those in your party. And then you could also just take your new companions and make them lords of fiefs. It just depends on how many fiefs you want to give away, but this is a great way to get several other lords into your group, and then they'll have their own family members, and then they can be recruited into armies. And then later, as they have enough influence, they can create their own armies and help you fight. Once you create your kingdom, you'll have a short reprieve before kingdoms start declaring war on you. So just use that time to prepare even more. Like I said, you can go track down other clan, you can make more money, whatever you need to do. But having the ability to keep lords as prisoners indefinitely is crucial. That's probably my number one tip that will just help you beat the game, is just keeping those lords as prisoners. Or of course you can let the clan leader go if you want to try and recruit them later on, because you'll need a pretty good relationship with them to recruit them. Now you have yourself set up for success. Hopefully these tips were helpful. Let me know in the comments. Take care and happy gaming, everyone.